I know it's late. I know I should have got this done sooner, but I can't help it. We're going to do a late one, but it's okay. It's all right. I had a good day. It's been a good day. But what are we to talk about today, baby? What are we to talk about? Well, I got this idea in my head. Yesterday we talked about Star Wars and the Clone Wars saga and all 7 seasons, and man oh man was it so good. Yeah, that series basically fixed all my issues with Anakin and the prequels. We actually got to see a Shakespearean tragedy with the Clone Wars. It was so good. But that's not what we're talking about today. That's not what we're going to talk about today, baby. So, what are we going to talk about today? What are we going to talk about right now? We're going to talk about boxing. We're going to talk about boxing, the legends of that industry. Like, for example, Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston, Larry Holmes, Miniman Pacquiao, Mike Tyson, Joe Louis, Joe Frazier, Rocky Marciano. I mean, we're going to talk about the greats, baby. So let's talk about the greats. First of all, Muhammad Ali, aka Cassius Clay, aka Muhammad Ali, the greatest fighter to ever live, baby. The greatest fighter to ever live. I mean, he was the GOAT. Ali was the GOAT. I mean, he was the baddest, but I mean, he was the GOAT, baby. He was the GOAT. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. We never got that fight though. We never got Ali versus Tyson. I'd guarantee you that would have sold like gangbusters. But yeah, man, Muhammad Ali was the absolute GOAT. I mean, there was no beating Ali, dude. His trash talking. If you want to lose, if you want to lose your money, bet on Sonny. So good, dude. I loved Muhammad Ali. And guys, most of my love for boxing, at least, is because I love both boxing and professional wrestling. But let's focus on boxing. For now. Most of my love for boxing comes from my grandma and my grandpa, my mom's mom and my dad's dad, or my dad's dad and my mom's mom. So, my grandma and grandpa influenced me on boxing because Mama's man was Sonny Liston. He was Sonny Liston. Papa's man was Joe Frazier. Now I'm not sure. I think they did fight. I think they did fight. I think Liston and Frazier did fight. I'm not for sure on that. I'd have to get my facts right. I just want to talk about what I love though. I want to talk about boxing. So let's talk about Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. I mean, back to back, he beat pretty much everyone pound for pound. Probably the greatest boxer to ever live. Well, at least in his prime. I mean, Ali did develop Parkinson's and did go a, li- a little bit, and he became the champ. He was robbed of his prime, in fact. Because of some legal issues, Muhammad Ali was robbed of his prime years. He was in the prime of his life and he couldn't box. That's a shame though. Either way, I mean, Ali got some good straight out knockouts. I mean, he became the champ very, very fast. And then, hello, hello. But yeah, Ali became the champ very, very fast. He beat who did he beat? I wanna say he beat I wanna say he beat not 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 Frazier, not Joe Frazier. I I want to say he beat Sonny. Yeah, he beat Sonny for the belt, and then his rest. He was a history. Ali was the absolute GOAT, the greatest boxer who ever lived. And it's such a shame that he trained Larry Holmes and got beat by him. Now, guys, I'm gonna take a break here, just right quick, to tell y'all that if y'all stick if y'all stick if y'all stick with me, then you'll have to deal with stuttering and all that, and because I've got a speech impediment, so that's why it sounds like I'm tripping over my words. That's why it always sounds like I'm stuttering, and because I am, I can't control it. So if y'all stick through it, if y'all stick with me, I do appreciate it. Hey, but if you want to go, then just go. But yeah, um, yeah, he beat Sonny for it, and it was a good fight, dude. It was a good fight. Now, now, Ollie trained Holmes. Ollie, I think, trained Larry Holmes, and the student fought the master, and he beat on Ollie. He whooped his ass. He destroyed Ollie, and he didn't want to do it. But he felt he had no choice because Ollie would not stay down. Ollie would not die. He wouldn't give up. So yeah, I mean, and then a young boy at 18 years old watched that fight. Iron Mike, Mike Tyson watched that fight, and he was upset. What's up, doggo? Hey, what's up? What's up, doggo? I'm just talking about boxing now. I'm giving y'all the stream that I've been promising. So, hey, so yesterday I did the Clone Wars stream. Now I'm doing the boxing stream. So, a young, a young Mike Tyson, a young Mike Tyson watched that fight, and he wanted to talk to Ali, hey, but Ali's manager would not allow it. Like, but finally he got the chance to talk to him, and he was like, how could you let this happen? How could you let that bum beat on you, Ollie? How could you let this happen? And he got so and he got and it and he got so emotional about it. Like, how could you let that bum beat on you? How could you let this happen? And then years later, after that fight, when Holmes was a little bit past his prime, yeah, it was like, so Holmes, he was past his prime, and Ali came, and he was like a guest of honor or something like that, and he went to Holmes, he shook his hand. He went to Tyson, shook his hand. But back when Tyson, he was a young kid, he made a promise to Ali. Hey, when I get big, hey, when I make it big in this industry, I will avenge you. I'll knock his ass out for you. I'll take the belt for myself, of which he did. And then years later, when he finally got the chance to fight Larry Holmes, Ali went to Tyson's corner and whispered in his ear, "Remember that promise you made me." And Tyson nodded, and Ali said, "Do you remember that promise?" And then he said, "Knock his ass." And then he said, "Knock his ass out." And he did. Tyson destroyed Holmes. I mean, Tyson obliterated Holmes. It was so good. Like, Tyson knocked in no time flat, baby. Because, like, I mean, and Tyson did it. He avenged Muhammad Ali. And it was just so good. And Tyson in his prime, the, the power behind those punches, dear God, Tyson, you a real man, dude. Like, Iron Mike ain't nobody got that power like he do. I mean, like, I think there was a fight scheduled here between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. If I, if I'm not if I'm not mistaken, guys. Like I said, I'm sorry about this speech impediment. Y'all just gonna y'all just y'all just gonna have to deal with it. Either way. Yeah, Orthodox is great. Now, one of the most hated styles, I believe, is Southpaw. Like, that is, it's fascinating to me. Because, okay, so in his prime, Tyson was the best. The best. But, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there was a fight scheduled here between Jake Paul and and uh Iron Mike. But I don't think that fight ever happened. I don't think that fight ever happened because I mean, I don't think Jake had a chance in that fight, honestly. Tyson would have knocked him out in no time flat, man. Tyson would have knocked him out in no time flat. I mean, he took one strike from Mike Tyson hit because he called off the fight. Jake called off the fight, and Mike was so upset about it that he just went to Jake's gym, punched him once, and he was out like a light. The damage he caused to Jake was, ooh, it was honestly scary. For those of you that thought Jake could actually tussle here with Tyson, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Yeah. I mean, like, Tyson just, dude, even in his 60s, I believe he's 60, at least in his 60s now. He still got that power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Jake is not gonna make it out of this fight. Jake, oh god. Oh god, I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know it was that bad now. Oh my, oh, Tyson gonna kill him then. Tyson is gonna kill him. But yeah, we never got that fight. We never saw Ali versus Tyson. Could you imagine the money that would rank in Iron Mike in his prime, Muhammad Ali in his prime? Like, I mean, now I've already gone through a bit of Tyson's a career and Ali's, but like, yeah, I mean, oh yeah, oh yeah, my, Oh yeah, Mike was angry. Mike was very, very angry and very, very upset. But yeah, we never saw that super fight. We never saw Ali versus Tyson. Imagine the money that would have ranked in though. Like that would have ranked in some serious dough. Like if Ali and Tyson fought, could Tyson beat him? Could Ali beat Tyson? This it would be the purest example of speed versus power. If Tyson it could catch him, it'd be it'd be like it'd be lights out. It'd be lights out for Ali. However, if Muhammad Ali if Ali could stick and move and just dodge and weave and dance around, then I believe Ali would have a chance. What? No. This is no. No helmet protection in boxing, boy. Like Jake is stupid if he thinks that. But yeah, guys, I don't want to get into all that. I just want to talk about the goats, you know. Like we never saw that fight though. And Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson. Like, dude, imagine the super fight, the all-time feel that fight it would have. Yeah, I mean, if Mike it could catch him, it'd be over. But if Ali could tire out Tyson, man, I'm just getting excited thinking about the fight. Like it's such a dream matchup. Now, let's talk about Joe Louis for a second. Let's talk about Joe Louis and his career. I mean, Louis was a great fighter, but I really didn't see the appeal to him. Like, I really didn't see the appeal of Joe Louis. And y'all probably gonna massacre me for that one. But I just personally didn't see the, like, granted, the man was a great fighter. But I wasn't a fan of him. Now, there were two fighters my grandmother loved in particular. Sugar Ray Robinson and Sonny Liston. Like, she loved both those boys. And those were some excellent fighters. But, yeah, I mean, plus, we gotta talk about Rocky Marciano. We gotta talk about the possible second greatest of all time. Now, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, dude, Sugar Ray was just woo. I mean, like the dude's dodging game was just phenomenal. I mean, I'm not really sure though, because like Sugar Ray was just, I mean, he was also good back in his day, you know. Like, I mean, these boxers who were just on another level. Now, like I said, him were the greatest of all time. Went 49-0, baby, 49-0. Marciano, Rocky Marciano was possibly the greatest boxer of his generation. Now, I believe he was 5 foot, so he was 5 foot something, right? I'm not sure his exact height, but I believe he had, yes, Rocky Marciano. I believe he was short and had a not a bad reach, but a, let's say, a good reach. But yeah, dude, he basically had to dodge and weave and pick his punches very, very, very cleanly, very, very crisp. I mean, he had to get in there like he would, like he fought opponents 2 times his size and won. Like that is insane. Like he would have had to like, okay, let's say let's say he's fighting a larger opponent, right? And his and and they and they just go and then he has a opportunity to strike here in the left, of which he did good with that. Yeah, I mean, Rocky did it though. He did it beautifully. Went 49-0, and he could have gone for 50, but he retired early. Of which I understand that, but man, like, plus, Joe Louis did come out of retirement to fight Marciano, but I think Rocky took that one home very, very convincingly. But I'm not for sure on that. Although I think he did, because I think Joe Louis was 76 years old when they fought, or maybe it was the other way around. But yeah, I mean, like, there's just so many great boxers out there. You know, I mean, there. I mean, possibly he was retired. Oh, really? That's tragic. That is tragic. That is very, very tragic. But oh, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, I mean, all these great boxers, guys, and I've only listed a couple. One of my favorite boxers in the modern day, though, was Mini Man Pacquiao. Mini Man Pacquiao was awesome. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. Mm. But yeah, Pacquiao. I bet. But yeah, Mini Man Pacquiao was a phenomenal fighter. Like I have friends that recommend me fights all the time to watch on YouTube. It's so much fun. It's so good. Yeah, but I mean, just all these great boxers, dude. Like I said, Sugar. Like I said, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sonny Liston, and and Iron Mike, Muhammad Ali, and all that. Yeah, guys, I know heavy y'all are tuning out because of the speech impediment. I know it sucks. There's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, I mean, I just love boxing, right? Now we can't talk about boxing without yeah, like Marciano, he would do like Body, 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 head. Body, 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 head. And that's how he would have to do it. Man, it's so good. Now, we can't talk about boxing here without talking about Floyd Money Mayweather. The possibly his greatest of all time, other than Muhammad Ali, of course. But I'm biased. I grew up liking Ali. Yep. Yep, keep the distance. Stick and move, you know. Ali's saying was float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And he did that beautifully. Yeah, but Floyd Money Mayweather is possibly the modern day GOAT. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Now Floyd did break Mayweather did break Rocky's record of 49-0. Hit with the fight. It was Connor. Hit with the fight with McGregor. Him becoming 50-0, of which that was one hell of an accomplishment. I'll tell you that. But man, just something about Mayweather rubbed me the wrong way. Like I don't like Mayweather. Granted, I don't like Connor either, but still, like, I mean, I just love boxing, dude. Like Ali was, dog. I will never forget that fight. I'll never forget the Holmes and Ali fight. Yeah, I mean, Muhammad Ali versus Larry Holmes, and Ali's past his prime, mind you. Ali, he was past his. Oh crap! No, no, please, the controller. Ooh, that was almost bad, guys. That was almost bad. The controller almost fell. Either way, that's cool. Okay, let's get back to it. So, that fight here between Holmes and Ali, I'll never forget watching that fight. That fight was like watching the equivalent to WrestleMania in World Wrestling Entertainment, while watching like a Undertaker match or something. But yeah, that fight here between Holmes and Ali, that was good. I mean, it was sad ultimately because Ali he was way past his prime, and he just couldn't. I mean, I think he could take it, but like it wasn't like a. I mean, it was a big fight, Phil, sure, but I mean, it was just something so sad about seeing a legend being beat that badly. I mean, like, I agree here with Tyson. Like Tyson avenged Muhammad Ali. Hey, when Holmes he was past his prime, and he fought Tyson, a young and up and coming boxer. Like, I mean, like it's just truly just awe inspiring. Yeah, like plus it is fairly sad because Ali he was quite literally robbed of his best years in boxing. Like that still makes me sad, dude, because Ali was quite literally robbed of his best years in boxing. Although that's all right. Man, Ali was the absolute GOAT. Ali was the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be, to quote Bret the Hitman Hart. But yeah, I mean, Ali's record was fairly clean, I think, too. Now, now we know for a fact that Marciano's record, it was clean. Yeah, yeah, of which, I mean, that's the thing that's like kind of made me like, God, Marciano. I mean, like, I love boxing, and I know this has been 31 minutes of me blathering on about nothing. This has been 31 minutes of me blathering on about boxing. Who the is gonna watch me blather on about boxing? I mean, I got Doggo here, but I mean, like, I've been stuttering through this entire thing, and I mean, I've gone into detail, but I haven't gone into that much detail. Like, mm, yeah, it's crazy. So I have a question, if for y'all, if y'all, I have a question, if for y'all, if if Marciano went for that, if Rocky went for 50-0, do y'all think his record would have ever been beat? I I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. I mean, I don't know, but but but, but it's as you said, Doggo. Re- Records are meant to be broken. I mean, but considering like considering like how short Rocky's run was, and and all that. I mean, like, is it really that hard to believe that he could have got his 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 50-0 and just retires like that? Yeah, I mean, like, Pacquiao was great, dude. Like, like in the modern day, of which I think Pacquiao retired in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Manny Man Pacquiao was one of my favorite fighters, like in the 20, I want to say the 2000s and the 2010s. I'm not sure on that. In fact, I'll double check once we hit the hour mark. But yeah, we had some straight up good fights. Like, Marciano had some straight up bangers. Now, he did fight Joe Louis, like I said. Louis came out of retirement to fight Rocky. That's also true, Doggo. That's also true. But yeah, I mean, like, I love boxing. I love a lot of things. But boxing is definitely one of them. Like, if I were to show, if I were to pick one fight, if I were to pick one fight to show to someone who's never seen boxing, It would probably be one of Rocky's fights or Ali's fights. Actually, yeah, it would be one of Ali's fights. Because in order to actually get a feel for in order to actually get a feel for boxing, like I feel you have to see Ali fight at least once. And the fight I would recommend is Muhammad Ali versus Sonny Liston. I don't know why. I just love that fight so much. Yeah, it's insane, dude. It is insane. It's almost like real life Ultra Instinct in a way. Of which we will talk about anime and manga and Dragon Ball at another time. But yeah, it's almost like a real life Ultra Instinct. I mean, like, some of these guys just go and go and go, you know. And it is fairly fascinating. Yeah, yeah, I'd imagine. But yeah, man, like I really enjoyed watching a lot of Ali's fights. Same here with Tyson. Like, and dear Lord, and the first time I ever saw Iron Mike, I was like, Jesus, this man, he can hit hard. And it was awe-inspiring because I remember like I was probably like 12, 13, somewhere around that age, to where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a pair of boxing gloves and I'm actually going to try and punch something. I remember just being a kid and just like having this like inflatable punching bag or something like that. Yeah, it is yeah, I'd imagine it's quite the rush. But yeah, I had this inflatable punching bag where I would just do right jab, uppercut. Right jab, uppercut. And I would just have fun with that. Even though I really didn't get far with that, of which I really didn't want to. But yeah, I mean, I had my own gloves. I had everything, you know. Like, your boy really enjoyed boxing. And Miniman Pacquiao, like I said, his career, I mean, to me, Pacquiao is, uh, Pacquiao is, to me, Pacquiao is in my top 10 favorite boxers of all time. My top my top 3 boxers of all time, and I can only give y'all 3 because my brain is so scattered right now. My top 3 favorite boxers, just off the top of my head, are obvious and cliched and boring, but guess what? I don't care. Rocky Marciano, number 3, Iron Mike number 2, Ollie number 1. So that's the order. That's the order. My top 3: Rocky, Tyson, Ollie. I don't care. Those 3 to me are the greatest fighters to ever do it. I mean, I don't think we ever saw anything like it at the time. I remember my grandpa saying I've never seen anything like it at the time. And mind you, my grandpa, he was like probably around 60. He was probably around his 60s or possibly 70s. When he told me about Rocky and his legendary run, and 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 I think he said he he said, "Bud, I promise you, I've never seen anything like it. 49-0, like." He thought those fights had to be paid for. He thought those fights were rigged. But I don't think they were. In order to go 49-0 like that, I mean, I don't think the fights were rigged. I just think he was that good. I just think Rocky, he was that good. Also, it has something to do with boxing, but it's just a movie series. It's just a film series. I love the Rocky Balboa films. All 6 of them. I love the Creed films as well. The Rocky series and the Creed series is good. I love Rocky more than a Creed film. So, Rocky Marciano actually inspired those films. Rocky Balboa, he was based off of off of, God, I hate my speech impediment. I hate it. Okay, anyways, guys. Okay, so Rocky Balboa, he was based off of Rocky Marciano. And guys, I know the words I get tripped up on that start here with the letter S. Because of that, I get stuck on that here because I get too excited and I can't think straight. But it's okay. We're gonna get through it. So, the Rocky films were inspired by Rocky's career and all that. I love those films so dearly. And yeah, I mean, now I have a more fascinating question. Really? I mean, I would have at least thought, like, okay, we know professional wrestling is fake. We know, we know, God, we know WWE and AEW are fake. We know they're scripted. But 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 with fighting, with boxing, I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought that the fights were like thrown and all that. I know there's been occurrences in the past to where people have paid good money to throw a fight or two, but I didn't think that was the norm. Yeah, it is scripted, but I've loved it since I was 6 years old. I was introduced to boxing at 7. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought that boxing was fixed, like wrestling is fixed. Mmm, like, I mean, just, I can list off the greats again, But I've already done that. I've already wasted y'all's time here with that. I mean, now, one of the fighters I mentioned that I really don't know that much about is yeah, 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 yeah. I understand. What? No, that can't be right. That can't be right, dude. You gotta be lying, dude. Like soccer and football and basketball are legitimate sports. I'm not saying boxing isn't a legitimate sport. I'm just saying like yeah. I mean, no. No, I didn't. I legitimately thought soccer, football and basketball and sports like that were fine. I didn't. Wow, that's mind blowing to me. But yeah, I've mentioned a lot of great fighters here, guys. I I didn't know, dude. I did not know. I I didn't know, bro. I legitimately thought all those games were fair. Ah, true, true, true. No, dude, of course not. Of course not. I know these companies are no, dude. I know these companies they are clearly a business and they clearly want to make money. But mm, I see. I see. Yeah, but I've listed a lot of great fighters here, guys. I've just listed hey the ones I know hey from my childhood. There's still a lot more don't know. But yeah, one of the names I mentioned that hey, that I honestly don't know a lot about. Hey, that I want to know more about. He was my grandmother's second favorite boxer next to Sonny, Sugar Ray Robinson. I want to know more about his career and I want to watch more of his fights, and I'm going to. Like, I want to know more about the Sugar Ray Robinson and all that. I want to know if he was really that good. I've seen a few of his fights. Mmm, mmm. Yeah, but I find it so fascinating that a lot of these guys were legitimately tough, and it's understandable and it's understandable why. I wanna I wanna understand more about. I wanna see more of his fights. I wanna see more of Sugar Ray Robinson's fights. I haven't seen that many in at least in my lifetime. I haven't seen that many fights here with Sugar Ray Robinson. But I want to, and I'm going to after this stream is over. I'm probably just going here to watch a lot of his fights just to chill and relax, you know. But yeah, I mean, like Sugar Ray Roberts was my grandma's. Like, man, she loved him. Same with Liston. Now my grandpa loved loved Joe Frazier and Tyson. Like, I mean, man, I appreciate them for introducing me to the sport and just helping me fall in love with all these great sports. Like, they really got the passion going for boxing, you know. Like, I mean, these these fights, they were just truly just awesome. Especially Pacquiao's. I mean, even though Pacquiao is like he's not a newer fighter, but like I really didn't. I watched a lot of the previous. f- I mean, I've watched a lot of all these fights, a lot of Frazier's fights, a, a lot of Tyson's fights. I've watched a lot of those guys fight. I mean, I've even saw pretty much every single fight Marciano was in. I pretty much saw all that. And it was so good. But there was something about being a teenager and watching Pacquiao fight. Like truly being into it. And because as a kid I didn't understand what, what was going on. I didn't understand it. But as a teenager watching Miniman Pacquiao fight, I mean that was something like truly special. In fact, I'm halfway tempted to call it here, just so that way I could go watch either some fights, some fights with Pacquiao, or some fights with Sugar Ray Robinson. But no, I'm gonna keep it to the hour mark. I'm gonna keep going until we hit that hour mark. So yeah, but yeah, guys, I I just love boxing, dude. Like boxing is legitimately great. I've even thought about writing a short story about boxing. Yeah, dude, Pacquiao. I mean, dude, Manny was just just awe-inspiring, truly. I mean, it was just like it was truly just phenomenal, dude. It was so good. Like Pacquiao's fights were to me the stuff of legend. However, I know the true legend of boxing was Muhammad Ali. I mean, like Ali was the absolute goat. And yeah, guys, I just need to watch a lot more fights in general of boxing. Be, because to be honest, this stream hasn't been very good. It's just been me saying the same thing over and over and just mentioning a few names here and there. So here's what I'm gonna do. I will do another stream about boxing probably here within a week or two, and I'll recommend y'all some excellent fights. Like here's a fight I would recommend at least in the modern day. If y'all haven't seen it, go watch Connor versus go just go watch uh Connor versus Mayweather. Go watch go watch Mayweather get his 50-0 and submit his legacy. Go watch that fight if you haven't, and also go watch some of Rocky's fights. Yeah, yeah, dude. It because like I I'll admit I was a bit unprepared here to do this, But next time, I won't be. Like, but still, I'll go until we hit that hour mark, of which will be in 5 minutes. So I'll go until we hit that. I'll go until we hit the hour mark. But yeah, guys, I'll recommend y'all it's some good top-notch fights next time. So yeah, I mean, Pacquiao was great. Listening, he was great. Although the fight between Ali and Sonny was my first experience with boxing, I think. I think it was. I think it was, yeah, dude. I mean, Conor and Mayweather, they just destroyed each other. However, I think Sonny versus Ali, it was my first time, like, watching boxing. When, when did I think of, when did I think of what? Doing the stream? I've been thinking about this for a few days now. Although I really didn't know how I would structure it. But that's okay, because next stream is going to be much, much more structured. Yeah, but that fight with he was Sonny and Ali, that was great, dude. Plus, Ali was such a trash talker. Oh, what did I think of Oh, I get it now, Doggo. I get it. I'm sorry. I misread the message. Who did I think of Mayweather and Conor? That was just a slaughterfest. I mean, that was just I dare say a bloodbath. It was brutal. Because let's be real here. Conor's not a boxer. Oh, my bad, Doggo. I'm an idiot, for Christ's sakes. Oh God, oh lordy. Okay, what did I think of the first fight I ever saw? Sonny versus Ali. That was a phenomenal fight. Like, Sonny versus Oli, my eyes lit up, man. I didn't know who was who. I mean, I was like probably 9, 8, 7, somewhere around there. And that fight was just amazing. Yeah, but I'll give you my thoughts on Conor and Mayweather just right quick. And then we'll get out of here, because we're 2 minutes away from the hour mark. Conor versus Mayweather. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'll give you my thoughts on Conor and Mayweather just right quick, and then we'll get out of here. Yeah. So it was a good fight, but I don't think Conor really knew what he was getting into, because let's be fair here. Conor's not a boxer. He's a MMA fighter. You see, because in the UFC, it's either 3 5-minute rounds or 5 3-minute rounds. Now in boxing, I believe it's 10 rounds or 15 rounds. I believe he didn't have the stamina to deal with it. Now, there's a lot more contact in MMA than in boxing. Like, there's takedowns, there's clutches, there's feet involved, there's legs involved. Hey, with boxing, it's usually just punches, unless it's kickboxing, of course. But yeah, Conor just got tired, and Mayweather eventually wore him out. Like, I think it was a slaughter fest. I think it was a bloodbath. You're right about that. You're right about that, doggo. Jesus Christ, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Yeah, mixed martial arts incorporates anything. I meant to say to say the UFC. My bad. But yeah, um, yeah, Conor versus him. Jesus, I almost said Conor versus McGregor. I'm stupid, dude. But yeah, Conor versus Mayweather, guys. Conor versus Mayweather was it was a good fight, but I think Conor was way in over his head. But yeah, guys, I've listed some very good fighters here. I've listed some of the GOATs here. Hayworth Ali, Tyson, Joe Louis, Joe Frazier. Sonny, I think I've already said listing. Dear God, my brain's on autopilot at this point. Uh, let me just go through the list again. Ali, Tyson, Joe Frazier, Joe Louis, Rocky. Just I listed five great fighters. So I think so. Anyways, guys, I listed five great fighters, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it because we're at 62 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna go chill and probably watch some Sugar Ray Robinson's fights. So yeah, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Here for those of you who tuned in live, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Do all that. Turn on all post notifications so that you never miss a video. And with that, guys, I am outie. I love you guys and thank you guys.